Chapter 1 Stand Up Yumi Chung by Jessica Gam. To Peel, Olivia, and Lily. Chapter 1 I should have known better than to think anyone would listen to me at Korean beauty salon. You want the palm? Asked the stylist in leather pants, running her finger through my limp hair. I was thinking, I stammered, showing her my phone. Maybe you could give me something like this instead? After scrolling through Princess of Hairstyle Makeover all week, I thought on this thin piece cut. It's definitely shorter than anything I had ever tried before, but maybe that's exactly what I need before 7th grade starts next month. A change, something but for the new me. My eyes from the dressing room in shining black robe puck the foam from my hands in one swift motion. You mean no? She raises a gracefully penciled eyebrow. Too short. You look like a boy from BTS. Mom! I grabbed my phone back, ignoring the three rough aunties, who aren't really my aunts, laughing in the chair next to me. This is a really popular hairstyle these days. Let me see. My stylist leather pants shook as she bent over for a closer look. No good. Your cheeks are too big for this cut. I read a picture again. Nothing the models can checks from a first time. I stealed a glance at myself in the mirror. Softly talking in my face. Rather pants suction my hair in her hands. You need more ballroom. She combed my hair forward, offshoring the side from my face. Cover your my Korean isn't that finger. But I know she's talking about my aunts. She is alright, Mom said. My stomach twisted. Yeah, but I don't know that not the look I'm without letting me finish. Letter punt turned to Mom. Palm? Yes, much better for her. She nods her chin to confirm us in her chair to join the goggle of gossiping aunties. Before I can object, they are back to sweeping in turn. Did you heard that Kim Musanim from Mohasa Busted is sending his son a colonel? How about his other son, to lawyer? Mom gave them a knowing glance. He's some age as my older daughter. Oh, brother, not this again. Meanwhile, a shaped Casmo daughter sting my mustache as down from my hair and twisted around school attached to a great office-like machine. From this is what disappointment smell is. Other palm, so much for the new me. From my hair, when my hair is completely rolled up, a machine and I are sent to the person ranch for a half an hour to mature. Good thing I brought my new super straight comedy notebook. I took it from my bag and jotted down something I've been thinking about. In Minton's notebook. It's really frustrating that my parents compare me to their friend's cat. It's always, why can't you play piano like Grace? Or why can't you speak Korean better than June? The other day, they were telling me, did you know that Minjin got into Harvard? I said, Mom, give me a break. I'm only 11 years old. Then she told me Minjin is 9. Mom approached, her head covered in enough aluminum foil to tarnish radio waves in air. I immediately shoved my notebook into my bag before she can scold me for wasting time with that comedy nonsense. She screwed the magazine off the chair next to me and said, Yumi, I have to tell you something very important. I fridge. About what? She picked up her sweetening cup for early tea with both hands. You know, she said carefully, business is not so good at restaurant right now. Uh-huh. This is not news. It's pretty much all my parents talk about these days. Ever since the new high rise condo went up all over Koreatown. Food traffic into our family's Korean restaurant has all but stopped. That bonds the new people for banging all the parking spots, driving up the rent, not supporting small business, and probably even causing global warmer. She blew softly into the kerosene teacup, her finger curved around it. Yesterday I went to your school to talk to Mr. Bassett. I spit at the mention of Winston, protecting the academy most completely unmastered. Why? She drew close and whispered, to tell him we cannot afford to pay urgent next year. Wait, I don't have to go to Winton anymore? A tightness I didn't even know I was holding in my softer mentioning lift, and a great grin spread across my face. I considered impersonate. No more swings on forms, no more hunting class, no more study outshore, and no more despairing teachers. Freedom! I got a certain urge to burst out my robot dance moves all over the salon. Not that I exactly ever do that, not when everyone was watching anyway. Instead, I let out a rushing sigh. Going to a new school won't be easy, but at least I'll be a fresh start, a do-over of sports. Maybe this time my yearbook will be signed by someone other than my teachers. But then Mom shook her head. The tinfoil flaps brothers. No, you'll still go to Winston. Inserting my observation of a new means screamed our way into thin air. I tugged at a roller on my head. That's would too tightly. But you just said I can't afford. She rushed her burst like I let it slip that she sometimes cook with MSJ. MSG. No reason. Mr. Besky asked if you score at least 80% on exam, you can get a Academy scholarship. the scholarship, and it will stand for free, she said, amusing the words for free. Uh, what exam? She screwed her chair closely to mine and pulled up an email of her on her phone. Test is called SAT. Secondly, school clinic test. You'll take the test on August 16th. What? My neck swings so fast I nearly unhooked the giant plop machine. Mom, that's in like 2 weeks. I can't. There's no way I can't. As the hair dry fried my brains, does she actually expect me to ace the exam test? I've never heard of like it's no big deal. She jerked her tongue in disbelief. You can then pass Porter School in Los Angeles for free. She blinked long and hard. Mommy and Daddy works so hard so you can have pros like this. You must do it. This is Mom's go-to move for coercing me into doing something I don't want to. Whenever she sends even on one of this section, she busts out with, "We come here for soul to work 7 days a week, skirting everything. Why? For you. So you can insect others things here, play piano, go to Korean school, learn tea, no do. It's like baking soda, useful in so many different senses. I'm dying to know that what honest parents say to scare their kids. Just then, little punch popped in to jerk on us. She poked around my skull with a pointy end of a comb and readjusted the dial on the machine. Everything okay? Yes, I tell her, despite my nervous soaring through the roof. She leads us to the main room of the salon. Mom straightened her lock. Yumi, if you studied very hard and graduate with good grade from Winton, you can go to top university like your sister, she says, this time loud enough for aunties to hear. Ugh. Leave it to Mom to steer this back to my sister and her million and her cousin argument as if they have nothing to do with me. Hello, Yuri is only a genius, an card-carrying member of Mensa with an IQ of 155, and I'm just me. But that doesn't stop my parents from holding me to her impossible standard and inspire me. It's the most unfair thing ever. But I can't, I'm short and burning. I can't tell if it's the temperature or mom getting under my skin. Her posture softened, and she pats my knees. Do not worry, I sense you up the Hangwon and help you prepare for tasks. I record, not Hagwon. The last place I want to be on my summer break is in a classroom. My head feels like when the computer mouse overturned into a spinning rainbow wheel. But I don't want to. Studying at Hagwon is better than wasting time watching YouTube just girl all day. Jasker, Josker, my voice chased in my throat. Mom, Jasmine Jasker is not a jokester. She's only the character of the most hilariously kids company turning on YouTube. Not to mention my person hero. Too much screen time. That brain. You need to study. She pulled down the hairdryer dome over my head. A dryer roared to life when she flipped the switch, drawing me out company. Thanks, Mom, for flushing what's left of my summer vacation down the toilet. Whoosh, 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 flash. The foam machine accessed series of curdling dip. Already Ponce comes back to take out my rollers. When she's done, she skirts from very smelling donuts on my head and gives it another punch smash smash. You like? She twists my hair around so I face the mirror. I run my fingers through the still wet motion on my shoulders. Wax. It's just like it was before, I tell her with a face smile. My hair looked like Tom Marian Doodle. Uh, I don't say anything. Why bother? No one listened to me anyway.